Let's go, Todd. We got to go meet some Sooners.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So Alabama's offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on the... stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Going on?
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Short connection to the tight end here. Using a strong stiff arm. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Fernandez. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, get out of that shit, this fat ass.
Solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Goes backwards, he'll lose 10 yards there. Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover for those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Turn on first, 4th and 3.
Broke for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 10. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw yet again. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressure.
Good job, good job.
That's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's running out of time here. Bringing pressure. Testing the defense with a throw.
Oh, man. Come on,
He takes it
man.
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's just great execution by this offense. The quarterback needs time on that post route. And I'm impressed by this receiver. I didn't know if he'd be able to get clear on that post, but he does. Lined up on the right side. Quarterback and he have worked on this all week to be able to find that route and that timing. This time they hit it for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We see it the deep. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least pick.
Oh, and nothing but
Keeping everything on the
big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Third down upcoming after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Impressive spin move. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Second down and goal upcoming. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. Pressure is coming. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
If we was in the regular season, I would take my fourth and four, but since we're not, playoffs, just 3 points might hurt me if I don't take it and don't make it. So I took my money.
So after coming away with 3 on that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession, and they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First down here for this offense. A handoff from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Scanning the field. It's Fernandez. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Catch made at the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. This time a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the back gets the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your...
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone tonight.
This guy's inside. Why they put him back outside? I moved him inside. This shit cheap.
Went after it. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. returner looking to make a play here. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Back to pass. It's Fernandez. Looking for a deep completion. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against the deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to...
And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff to the single back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Movement here from the tight end. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. The
Get
defense
up.
recovers the
Damn
fumble.
it.
I get being upset at the ball.
Supposed to
carrier
take
off
that
the
back.
ball, but let's not
Why you
ignore
make him hit the
how big
ground?
of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Bama. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a
touchdown, Michigan. This passing game is on fire today. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Pitch play to the back. They stop him right at the 24.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Fernandez. Using his legs on the scramble.
Pick up my 4th and 4. That's not what I called.
Run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Second down play coming up. We'll give it to the running back. Powers through. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's incomplete, even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring touchdown in their last possession. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking for the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put...
Just trucks through the defender. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to chuck it again. And this time it's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play. But he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Fernandez. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hand.
I'm just going to go ride to Walmart once they get back. They'll get sent to see about finding something to do.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Fires it to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking intercept.
Caught way downfield for a huge
Oh,
gain.
God damn it.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk
Oh.
for this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Tackle is made at the 30. Brings up third down.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. Going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pinned them inside the 5-yard line.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the receiver's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Listen, such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially. You can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Caught quickly. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. He's going to hand this off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
2nd down after that previous play. Back's got it again. Breaks loose at the 40. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Open. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. QB decides to keep it here. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. The quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of...
The ball is loose. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. And the wideout goes in motion. Running play called on 3rd and short. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Big set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Third down coming up.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Short loss of the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And there's the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the first down. 0 running room.
Taking my 4th and 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. To the air, it's Fernandez. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
The receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up third down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got...
Oh, man.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Gives it to the back. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Now it's second down here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the ball is picked off. going the other way. Can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Pass clock, 2nd down now. Looking downfield, it's Fernandez. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they'll stop him just
Taking my last
short
one.
of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
shoot.
And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. A running play called on 4th down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense.
And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looking for a gap. It's Price.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll run it here. And the defense able to hold in there to a short gain. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pass. It's Fernandez. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Oh, come on.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Fernandez. It's a quick grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Linebacker blockers, maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Second down after that run on the previous play. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.